Crypto rock, all crib, Lord of none. Hey, listen, y'all. You know, during my time growing up, there was a thing called journalistic integrity, which I don't even think really exists anymore. You know, everybody today is all about hype and trending. You know, I don't get into all of that. I'm not about the hype. I'm all about facts. Now, that don't mean I don't get excited. Of course I get excited. But I'm even more excited when it comes to the facts, you know what I'm saying? So today, I'm getting ready to report the facts. I'm getting ready to talk about Uniqo. Now, this video is in two parts. I'm talking about Uniqo, which is a new, and actually the first token launch on the all-new Swych DEX, which is from Titano. So I'm talking about Uniqo and I'm talking about Titano. They are two separate entities, but for the purpose of this video, I can't talk about one without talking about the other. You know, but to me, the beauty in this video today shows the end result of relentless effort to grow an ecosystem with a new emerging technology of cryptocurrency in the decentralized space. Now, I won't go too deep into the technicalities because, you know, you do have to do your own research. But I will point out some of the important features that stand out to me for Uniqo. Born to succeed, ready to lead. Uniqo is changing the landscape of DeFi, delivering solutions to strategically manage inflation and deflation, protecting investors while providing passive income. The financial revolution is here, and Uniqo is leading the way towards a stable future of collective wealth. So Uniqo is a permissionless financial service protocol built with blockchain technology. It has user privacy at its core, and the code is completely open source and verifiable. By using blockchain and Web3 technology, it offers users a quick, intuitive, and secure financial tool to maximize their investment strategy. The mission of Uniqo. Uniqo sets aside individual interests for a greater cause, collective wealth. By protecting users from the human factor, which typically leads to market volatility and panic selling, Uniqo sets a new standard in the world of both traditional and decentralized financing. Now, you know, I always talk about the mindset and how education is necessary to control the FUD in your own mind. You know, one of the things that stood out in the documents to me was where they talked about the mindset of investors. Right here, it says emotional neutrality. Emotional neutrality is the concept of removing greed, fear, and other human emotions from financial or investment decisions. Get out your feelings. The goal of emotional neutrality is to remove the psychological influence of emotion from the process of making objective financial decisions so that the best possible decision can be made regardless of whatever emotions those decisions may trigger. The Uniqo protocol sets aside emotions like fear, insecurity, greed, pride, and regret. To me, that stood out just from the perspective of the mindset of the investor when it comes to fluctuations in the market. So this happens when you have investors who come in and think they can get rich overnight, or you may have some who ape into a project out of FOMO, some who are not sure when to take profit, some who hold longer than necessary. You know, that 1% DTP along with the smart contract, which limits whale sellouts, psychologically, in my opinion, encourages you to save and it stabilizes the protocol. Uniqo launched through Titano's incubation program. So what the incubation program is an opportunity for a new up-and-coming project to be able to be listed on the Swych, and you will be supported through Titano. When Uniqo launched, it was a fair launch, and let me say, this was one of the smoothest launches that I've ever participated in. Like, I literally went in on Swych and purchased with no issue and started earning immediately. Okay, so their token is what's called a rebound token, not rebase, but rebound. The rebound effect, Uniqo includes a cutting-edge deflationary feature that secures protocol stability by strategically managing inflation. It has a fixed 1% daily interest, asset protection, it removes human factors, it auto compounds, it has a daily take profit of 1%, and all of this happens through what's called a self-aware smart contract that monitors itself constantly to ensure maximum performance at all times. So how does the self-aware smart contract protect investors? So a whale is another term for someone who holds a big bag or who has a lot invested, can't just like do a massive sellout and pretty much tank the project. So based on your holdings is either 0.1 or 1% of your combined compounded investment. Let's talk about the tokenomics. For any given transactions, There's a multi-sig contract that secures 3.6% of every buy and 4.5% of every sale, generating passive revenue for the protocol. 2.4% of buys and 3% of sales are always sent to the burn address and lost forever, ensuring progress deflation. And 6% of every buy transaction and 7.5% of every sale is collected and sent to the automatic liquidity system. This is a feature that allows for never-ending trading liquidity. So now to put things into perspective, I received an email from a bank where they were offering me on a deposit 1% back. So I can earn up to $1,000. If I deposited $10,000, I earn $100. If I deposited $50,000, I earn $500. If I deposited $100,000, I'd earn $1,000, which is roughly 1% in a year. Now, Uniqo offers a daily take profit of 1% per day, depending on your balance and how much you hold based on the protocol. Let's say you had $100,000. Now, granted, you probably wouldn't put $100,000. Well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't, but maybe the contract hasn't proven itself to you yet, and so you didn't do that. But you put $1,000. Let's say you put $1,000. 1% of $1,000 is $10. And if you factor that over a 30-day period, that's $300 a month. You've earned more in 1 month than you would have earned in a year, and you put up 1/10 of what the bank was asking. Instead of $10,000, you put up $1,000. But you know, if you have $100,000 sitting in there, 0.1 of 100,000, $100 per day that you could possibly take out if you wanted to. But that's considering you have 100,000 and it's 0.1%. So here's a fact: you can collect 1% per day. You cannot sell your bag. Uniqo is a long-term hold. It's a long-term hold. So you have to think further down the line. You can't think 1 month, 2 months. Even though things do happen fast in crypto, and sometimes a year can feel like eternity, but it's a long-term hold. To be honest with you, it's a forever hold, because once you put in, you will immediately start earning 1%, which can get compounded, but you can only take back 1%. So, you know, think about your future. So no hype, just facts, and you be the judge. You make the decision and do whatever you feel is necessary. So kudos to Titano, you know, one of the crypto projects that's here 1 year later and still building. Kudos to Uniqo for being the first to launch on the Titano switch. They're separate, however, they're working together to benefit investors. And that's my take on it. I mean, you choose to do whatever you want to do. It's your boy. 3 types of people in this world: those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who say what happened. It's your boy, Crypto Rock, all crypto, Lord of none. Catch y'all on the next one.